Hello everyone. I spent 200 hours on the channel in April. That's basically why you haven't seen me so much since. Today, I have news on a couple of high-profile retirements to bring you. Tochiozan has announced that he'll be leaving the ring at the age of 33. He'd seemingly been discussing this with coach Kasugano since last year, and he said that the tipping point was his dismal showing this March. Prior to last autumn, Tochiozan had held a top division rank for 12.5 years and 75 straight tournaments, exactly a third of those in the elite Sanyaku ranks. That proud record ended last September, and although he bounced back to Division 1 in November last year, he was demoted a second time in March after 12 defeats, proof in his eyes that he could no longer compete at his desired level. He was successful enough to secure elder stock, and he will focus on coaching the youngsters at his stable as Coach Kiyomigata. The ex-junior high school yokozuna and multiple high school champion turned professional in January 2005 and fought hard to compete with two other men in the same school year, Kisenosato and Goedo. He cites his victory over the former in January last year as his most memorable sumo moment. You will likely recall it was Kisenosato's final match. Although the same age, he was already at salaried level when I made my professional bow, Tochiozan reflected. I was delighted to finally fight people of his stature, but also sad when he retired the next day. Injuries meant he never lived up to his future Ozeki billing, but he says despite not meeting expectations, he was convinced he did everything right on the practice dohyo. The ex-Sekiwake retires with a top division record of 573 wins, 563 defeats, 6 gold stars, 6 special prizes, and, you may remember, 1 runner-up in May 2012, when he contested the first ever all Maegashira level title playoff against Kyokutenho. Here's a shot I got of him in September 2007. I thought neither of us would ever get old. And also this man, Seiro, has called it quits at the age of 31. You may recall he'd had numerous injury and health problems since 2018, including the loss of 20 kilos during a bout of aseptic meningitis, and had fallen to the bottom of Division 3 on the current rankings chart. The Mongolian also debuted in 2005, just 6 months after Tochiozan, and reached a career high rank of Maegashira 14 in May 2016, which coincidentally happened to be the only time I met him. How youth does slip away. He only lasted 3 tournaments at top division level, but that's a lot further than most sumo wrestlers get. Speaking to Nikkan Sports, Seiro said, "I've quit because it's become very difficult to get back to salaried level. My strength has never really recovered from the meningitis." He praised his stablemaster for a well-balanced carrot and stick approach, said he was grateful for having joined Shikodoyama stable, and hopes younger and recently married stablemate Abi will make Ozeki. As for the future, Seiro hopes, once coronavirus has subsided, to return to his native Mongolia and possibly found a real estate company, partly following in his father's footsteps. For now, though, he says he'll be taking it easy in Japan. Doubtless he'll be receiving a text message or two from Asashoryu, the man who brought him into professional sumo and from whom the sei of his ring name derives.